The 2013 elections is shaping up to be an exciting one. We will give you a rundown of events and issues that you need to know. I'm Mai Rodriguez, and this is Elections 2013. With me is our resident election analyst, former COMELEC Commissioner, Attorney Gregorio Larrazabal. Hi again, Goyo.
Evening, Mai.
Well, we have an exciting show today. We know we have a Panday becoming a senator and a Darna who is now a governor. In tonight's episode, we'll talk about celebrities turned politicians. After all, these days, politics is no longer the turf of the rich and prominent, but has been invaded by showbiz personalities. Let's watch this special report.
Tinanong ko po ang Panginoon Diyos, ba't nangyari sa akin?
I dare say that the harm has already been done.
Kasi parang gusto naman ng mga Pilipino doon eh.
Gandang gabi ho, palakpakan po natin.
These are not scenes in television soaps or box office movies, but their real stint as politicians.
Celebrities have very huge advantage because they are known. Hindi na mahirap para magpakilala. They have awareness. They are at ease meeting people, shaking people, people kissing them. So it's a big thing. They would probably need some packaging in terms of issues, in terms of how to communicate.
Bong Revilla Jr., who used to portray the role of the legendary Panday in movies and television, first won in the 2004 senatorial polls, ranking second with almost 16 million votes. Vilma Santos, known for her Darna role and status as star for all seasons, joined politics in Lipa, Batangas, becoming mayor for 3 consecutive terms since 1998. She also clinched the gubernatorial seat in 2007, delivering a historic vote of more than 600,000. Screen superheroes then are now still superheroes within their own constituencies. Malu Tikia believes that the fan-rich show business industry was and still is a primary factor in winning the polls.
A lot of celebrities are going into politics is because they know they're popular. If probably you'll just say one piece or 2 lines of really nakakakiliti na messaging, that's it.
Although they face the camera for a living, packaging is still important to portray them as credible personalities fit for public office.
Mas madaling i-package ang artista kasi alam nila kung bakit kailangan mag-makeup. Alam nila ang anggulo nila. Alam nila kung bakit kailangan ang damit ganito. The moment they talk, then they will have to adjust to the position they're running and to the environment where they are running.
But along the way, many still question the credibility and sincerity of these actors turned politicians, and more so, their competency in serving the public.
If you are not packaged well, and if you do not study and learn what needs to be learned, then there'd be a problem for celebrities.
In the upcoming midterm polls, some celebrities have thrown their hats into the political arena. Aga Mulak, after securing a temporary restraining order from the Court of Appeals amid questions over his residency, will continue to run as representative of the 4th District of Camarines Sur. Controversial talent manager Annabel Rama will run as Congresswoman of Cebu, and Jinky Pacquiao, after claiming she received a message from God, will run as Vice Governor of Sarangani Province. But the final verdict will still be in the hands of voters who seem to be lukewarm in voting celebrity politicians.
Para sa akin, hindi. Kung iboboto yung mga artista dahil unang-una, ano naman ang alam nila tungkol sa pamamalakad sa gobyerno.
Ginagamit lang naman nila yung, yung kasikatan nila para maka ng boto.
Yun lang. Yun ang ibubuto ko. Yung makatulong talaga sa tao, hindi lang yung mga papugi-puwins lang, yung pagandahan lang. Wala yan. Wala nang uso yan ngayon. Hindi na maano yung mga Pilipino ngayon.
With us tonight, he was a famous actor, but he turned his back on showbiz. He began his foray into politics as Councilor of Manila, the youngest ever elected at the age of 23, went on to become a three-termer councilor, and he's now running for his third term as Vice Mayor of Manila. Welcome to the show, Isko Moreno.
Hello, magandang gabi sa inyong dalawa.
Maraming salamat. Yes, so do you believe what yung sinabi ni Miss Malu Tikia doon sa report na packaging is very important?
Para ka rin naman nagbebenta ng produkto eh. Ang halalan, ang isang kandidato for that matter, kailangan malaman ng tao ano ba ang gusto mo. So, yung gusto mo is your message. For example, in terms of policy making, ano ba ang prioridad mo? Are you into education and healthcare program? Or are you into infrastructure or urban renewal program and urban development?
When you ran, what was your message when you ran your first time? No? Kasi you were an actor, pagkatapos you went into politics. What was your message to convince people to vote for you?
Well, yung mensahe ko is education and healthcare. Because hindi naman kaila sa inyo na galing ako sa wala. So, noong araw, katulad ko, maraming bata ngayon na nanonood, hanggang ngayon, no? Gustong-gusto mag-aral, pero wala namang kakayanan ng kanilang magulang na papag-aralin sila. And I've seen it, and I've experienced it during the time. So, yun yung parang battle cry ko. Personal drive ko to run for public office. Yun yung lagi ko sinasabi sa kanila, that sa maliit kong kaparaanan, na mapag-aral ko yung isang bata, at madagdagan yung kalidad ng programang pangkalusugan ng distrito namin at that time, which is yung Tondo.
Bakit mo iniwan ang showbiz? Ano ang pull ng politics sa'yo at sumaba ka dito?
Actually, wala lang eh. Honestly, lagi ako tinatanong about it. At that time, feeling ko lang masyado akong maraming blessings. No? I came from nothing, tapos bigla ako pag-artista, nakaluwag ako sa buhay. Dahil sa araw, nakakita ako ng mga poster, ng mga maghahalalan pala. Dahil sabi ko, sige nga, why not in return of my blessing? Sige, maglingkod nga ako. Just like that, plain and simple, walang iba pang laman. Napaka-payak, napaka-simple ng pananaw ko. Sige nga, maglingkod nga ako.
But you've been a councilor and city vice mayor for several years.
9 years.
9 years na, no?
What
a question a person would ask, ano nagawa mo as a councilor and as vice mayor for this period?
Well, technically speaking, as a councilor, you are a member of the local legislative body. That's the primary function ng isang konsyal. Modesty aside, if you can look at the records of the Manila City Council, I address educational program, healthcare program, and housing. Marami akong ginawang mga batas o ordinansa na nakapaloob ay patungkol sa basic needs.
You were the author of the local bill. Pagkatapos napasa, di ba?
Napasa.
Ikaw pa nag-sponsor. Ikaw nag-sponsor dyan, no?
Tama yan, attorney. Napakaganda nung comment na yun. You may be an author or you may propose, but at the end of the day,
sponsor important.
Naging batas ba siya? At ikaw ba yung principal sponsor? Modesty aside, yes. During my time, almost 3 hectares of property in Tondo were distributed through Land for the Landless program under Urban Development Housing Act through an expropriation proceedings. An expropriation proceeding needs an ordinance.
Yes.
Yung mga ordinansa na yun, talagang pinaglalaban ko. In fact, that's the reason I left the previous administration nung binobola na nila yung mga kababayan ko sa Tondo.
Tell us about your scholar ng bayan, yung scholarship nyo for mahihirap. Ilan na ang napaaral ng programa? Yung
kinuwento ko kanina, yun yung primary and technical aspect with regard to obligations being a member of the city council. The others, like what you have said, is the extracurricular activities. In my own little way, making one step more.
So personal project mo ito?
Yes. Scholar ng Bayan it's a college scholarship program wherein binago ko yung sistema ng scholarship. In what way? walang requirements.
Okay. Wala. But
Everybody should be, education should be made available to everybody, to those who are, yung gustong mag-aral. Then I came up with ISCOM, ISCOM Moreno Computer Learning Center. And some politician at the time, during the 1998, the year 1998, pinagtatawanan ako. Bakit daw ako nagpapaaral ng computer? That was 1998. And I told them, look, 5-10 years from now, ang computer is not a bisyo. Magiging necessity na siya sa buhay. Which is, nowadays, 26 million Filipinos has Facebook.
okay. But the question is that you ran before when you ran as councilor, sino ang mayor mo at that time?
At that time was Lito Atienza.
Then, I believe last elections you ran under Mayor Lim, di ba?
No.
No.
We align ourselves.
Okay, you just parang
local alliance.
Local alliance.
You're very much familiar with local alliance, no? The incumbent mayor now ran under the Liberal Party and I ran under the Nacionalista. Pero wala siyang vice mayor, wala kaming mayor, at yung buong konseyo na sa akin. So, for purposes of, sige, nandiyan na wala ka namang kandidato, wala rin magsama na tayo locally. But these two are, pagdating sa national, magkaiba ng presidente.
Okay, very quickly, Vice Mayor, kailangan natin daanan to. Tapos na ba yung issue ninyo between you and Mayor Alfredo Lim? Kasi nagkaroon kayo ng rift, di ba?
Wala naman. It's just so happened that I realized the management, the mismanagement of the city, parang, alam mo, hindi naman sa pagbubuhat ng bangko. I've been helping him for the past 5 years. Anything na gusto niya in terms of policy making, lahat ng hiniling niya sa konseyo.
As vice, no?
As his vice mayor. I mean, you've been hearing things.
Pero sinabi mo na trinretan ka niya and yung other councilors, which he denied, of course.
Yes. Well, yun na nga muna. Mabalikan ko lang yun. Tinutulungan ko siya, but at the end of the day, you cannot tolerate anymore what is happening in the city of Manila. The mismanagement thing, the Commission on Audit made an audit report on 3.5 billion liabilities, and you tell me, you do the math. Now, nung umalis na ako, sabi ko, ayoko na sa iyo, because that's my, paniwala ko naman yung personal. Yeah. I may vote for you today, but it doesn't mean I'll vote for you the next time around.
Yes.
It depends on how will you perform. Hindi na kami masaya, umalis kami. Then that's what happened. But he made this a public comment na bakit wala ba silang kamatayan?
Oo. Pero sabi niya na misquote siya or na misunderstand yung kanyang statement.
Kung si Juan de la Cruz nagsabi nun, maring walang ibig sabihin yun.
But Vice Mayor, some people relate this yung squabble nyo to the Pandacan Oil Depot, no? Did it play a part in yung hindi kayo nagkaintindihan?
Kasi hanggang ngayon, regarding that issue, magkalaban na naman kayo, kumbaga. Diba, the City Council last year unanimously passed a resolution.
No, ordinance.
An ordinance to remove the oil depot
Okay.
in Pandacan, but Mayor Lim vetoed it twice.
Yes, bineto-beto niya.
So ano nang status ng kaso?
Unang-una, natalo sa Supreme Court yung ginagawa ng dating administrasyon na MOU, ine-extend. There is an ordinance na dapat na silang umalis. At that time, that was 2008. There's a world crisis at that time. I mean, we know it. Everything is collapsing in US, Europe is collapsing also. And we came up with an idea, sige, let's not touch this issue. Let's amend this for the meantime. And then nagalit yung mga environmentalists. And I told them, no, I promise you, sabi ko sa kanila, kompromiso ko sa inyo ito, na bigyan muna natin sila ng konting panahon, but I agree with you, they have to leave. Then, nangyari na ngayon. Eto na ngayon. When we are about to fulfill our promises, yung kailangan silang umalis. Then, under our internal arrangement or kasunduan among ourselves, sabi na, 5 to 7 years.
Na dapat umalis na sila.
Umalis na kayo. And to put that in a legal in the right perspective, no? You have to create another ordinance.
So when are they
Yes.
mandated to leave?
Now, there's
So may
an
update
ordinance
kayo ngayon,
which is
right?
yung sinabi nyo kanina na pinasa namin unanimously. Unanimously.
But when
even the administration councilor.
But when
unanimously.
is that year? Is it
Eto,
next year or?
we approve it that by January 2016, they have to vacate. They have to cease from operation. Immaterial, whether it is a depot or refinery.
Tapos saan ang relocation nila?
I believe there are proposed relocation in Cavite, in Arten, Tondo, sa may port, at saka Maribeles. Okay. Binito niya yan.
But I have a question, sorry to interrupt, but I have a question sa Twitter because a lot of, going back to celebrities and actors and actresses going into politics, mind me asking, there's a Twitter question from medyo makapagal na, what's the thought process that, you know, as a celebrity, relax ka lang, di ba? Everybody caters to you, but as a politician, alam mo yan na, baliktad eh. So, what's the thought process that makes you go into politics instead of, and leave your lifestyle as a, relax ka as a actor?
Well, as I have said, nung una, wala lang. Parang sabi ko nga sa iyo, naisipan ko lang, sige nga, try ko nga to. Ito ba yung talagang gusto kong gawin? Then, nung manalo na ako, na konsehal at the time, wala na. Nakita ko na lalo yung problema sa loob. Alam mo yung, so, hindi lang yung problema ng community. There's a problem inside.
So basically when you got into the system, you saw that may changes you wanted to do.
Yes.
And when you're inside the system, parang you're already empowered na, ito dapat baguhin ko to, dapat may gagawin ako para palitan na, di ba?
Okay.
Hindi man palitan, at least may mabago.
Okay. We'll have to continue that discussion after the break. Up next, an actress turned politician will be joining us. Guess who she is? She's also popularly known as Miss Flawless. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Anong later? Yes, nakita lang ng guwapo. Hinihintay ka ng mga cameraman. Welcome back. We're still talking about celebrities turned politicians. Still with us is Manila Vice Mayor Isko Moreno, and joining the discussion is Angelica Jones, once an actress/singer and now a board member of the province of Laguna, and she's running for a second term. Sige, mag-focus muna tayo kay Angelica. Anong masasabi mo Good evening.
Good
Hi,
evening.
welcome to the show. Anong masasabi mo sa mga, syempre may mga kritiko pa rin, sinasabi, you're not fit to be in politics. Anong reaction mo dito?
Ako kasi tinidedma ko lang eh. Hindi ako nagpo-focus sa mga negative na sinasabi ng mga tao. Mas na-challenge ako kapag may narinig ko negative. The more na ginagalingan ko, pinagbubuti ko, and nag-aral ako. And kung talaga hindi para sa akin ng politics, bakit nanalo kong board members? Last election, 10 kami magkakalaban.
Sa mga nagtatanong, ano na ang nagawa mo since being elected?
Yeah, since I'm elected as a board member, nanalo tayo regional president of the National Movement of Young Legislators sa buong Calabarzon and regional PR of the Board Members League, and nagpasa ako ng batas para sa karapatan ng mga kababaihan, like ordinansa na mga kababaihan sa Laguna hindi pwedeng sigawan, hindi pwedeng bugbugin, hindi pwedeng murahin, pwede silang makulong.
Pumasa na to?
Yes, ipasa na.
May nakulong ba?
Wala pa naman. Kaya yung mga kalalakihan sa Laguna,
takot na.
Mabait
takot na
yan.
sila.
Mabait sila.
Takot na sila. Ano talagang ginagaling nila mga kababaihan sa Laguna. And the second, priority ko rin ang senior citizen. Isa rin ako sa mga authors na mga senior citizen dapat may sarili silang building na talaga nakalagay sa pangalan ng senior citizen ng Laguna. And binibigyan namin ito ng pansin na dati is 8 hours lang ang discount sa Mercury Drug, mga senior citizen. Ngayon is 24 hours. Pinaglaban ko yung karapatan ng senior citizen.
So the discount nila, maski hating gabi, they can still avail of a discount.
Naging controversial ka in the past years. May mga kasong, may mga nag-file ng kaso sa'yo, like si Ilac Diaz. He accused you of corruption. May project daw kayo na para sa My Shelter Foundation, and the funds that were supposed to go to this project, hindi daw napunta doon sa proyekto. Can you clarify this issue?
It's not true na ako dinimanda niya because it was dismissed. Ako may demanda sa kanya and meron siyang warrant of arrest because nag-release ang aming Governor E.R. Hasito and the Treasurer of Provincia ng Provincial of Laguna na wala pa silang na-release na budget na kung saan ako yung author, kung saan kami ang nag-donate ng lupa for the Battle School. And si Ilac is, yung binibigay niyang donation is barya lang. Kumbaga is yung aking pera is, nag-donate ako ng almost 500,000, my personal money, habang hindi pa nag-release ang budget from the provincial government.
So siya ang may kaso na oral defamation.
Until now, it's a
And then may warrant siya?
grave oral defamation. And may mga witness ako na nagsalita na yun, it's not really mga accusation na ginagawa sa akin dahil ito ay ginawa ng mga kalabang ko, and which is, naging biktima si Ilac. And nakakalungkot, ang ganda ng project, and he is my good friend, and nakakalungkot na nasira lang yung friendship namin because of the politics, dahil yung nanira sa aming dalawa is, ngayon tumatakbo siya ngayon. Na buong akala niya, I'm running for a congresswoman, hindi naman.
You're not planning to run for Congress?
Not right now.
Not right now.
Pero you admit?
Ba't hindi ako nagsasara ng pintuan?
You admit in the future pwede?
Maybe, kung anong gusto ni Lord.
What about you, Vice? Any plans for higher office?
Yeah. Hanggang presidente, gusto mo.
There has to be a goal, di ba?
Libre naman mga harap.
Oh,
yes.
You have to dream. If you don't dream,
yes. Along the way, you have to prove to your constituency your worth. Yun importante.
Let's talk about
darating naman yan.
Your screen names. May issue pa ba sa paggamit yun ng screen names sa elections? Kasi dito kayo kilala, di ba? Pero kinikriticize pa ba kayo dahil dito?
Sa akin yan, hindi naman. Wala naman criticize na ako na natatanggap dahil ginagamit ko sa Laguna is Angelica Jones Alarva. Dahil nung unang lumaban ako, hindi ko ginamit yung real name ko.
What is your real name, by the way?
Is Alarva. Nag-Alarva. And then ginamit ko before is Angelica Jones lang. And sabi ng family ko, hindi mo ba alam na malaki ang family name natin ng Alarva sa Laguna? So nung una, hindi ako ninalo. And the second time na lumaban ako, ginamit ko yung talagang real name ko. So ang laking boto na nakuha ko and nanalo board
these elections, di ba, nandun sa COC na...
Maganda yung COC ngayon.
Oh, maganda, di ba? So, how do you want your name to appear in the ballot?
To be written in the ballot.
So, Alarva...
Angelica Jones Alarva.
You, Vice, ano?
Isko Moreno.
Isko Moreno. That's it.
Pero ang real name mo...
But you have, there's merong una na question. Real name.
Yes.
So you have to say your, I mean,
But
your real name.
how you want your name to appear in the ballot.
Yun ang galing nun.
Maganda yan.
Ang galing nun. Kaya, isko mo rin.
That's it, di ba?
Okay, Vice. Sinasabi nila, ikaw ang ehemplo ng one of the successful actors na naging politician. May secret ba dito? May formula ka ba na nag-work para sa'yo? Para tumagal sa politika?
Wala namang right formula sa lahat or secret sa lahat ng success ng sino mang tao, whether what industry you belong. No? It's just so happen that you have to persevere. For example,
work hard. You have to work hard.
Katulad kanina, nakita niyo naman yung comment, no? Sa amin, ng isang mamamayan na ano bang alam ng mga artista? Well, probably, tama ka, but the question is that alam din ba ng doktor ang trabaho ng gobyerno? Pero pag sinabi manggagamot, no question. But if you're a lawyer, running for public office, no question.
But may question.
Pero sa artista, may lagi kaming kailangang i-offset.
Yeah, you have to prove yourself.
Yes.
But my question is that, if you don't mind, maraming artista na pumasok and won. But there were still other celebrities na they tried their luck in politics but they lost. What's the difference? Kasi meron mga celebrities, di ba, na they ran but they still lost.
Ay, siguro yung dedication. Ako, if I may say, yung dedication. Talagang, gusto mo ba talagang gawin to?
Yes.
And you have to prove it to your people.
In fact,
yung tingin ko, kailangan makita yung sinseridad mo. Kasi pagka, alam mo, madali naman biso ang tao ngayon pagka medyo bulero ka.
Diba, People Asia Magazine cited you in 2011 as one of the 10 men who matter.
10 men who matters in Asia.
And you were granted a scholarship na pursue mo ba yung studies mo in the States?
Kasi noong mag-artista ako, nung magpolitika ako, high school graduate lang ako eh. Nung first term kong kusyal. Then, napulaanan ako noon. I don't know if you saw it in television. Medyo masakit yung mga nasabi sa akin ng mga kasamahan ko rin sa industriya na nasa politika. So sabi ko, yan ba kulang sa akin? O di nag-aral ako.
And you studied?
Nag-aral ako, nakapagtapos ako ng aking kolehiyo. Then, fortunately, yung kanina pinakita ninyo, si Governor Vilma Santos, I saw her interview na he took up executive program in UP NCPAG. Then, nung makita ko yun, I went to UP NCPAG and I asked Professor Biones, meron po ba kayong syllables para sa katulad ko? Kasi gusto ko rin po mag-aral. Then, fortunately, pumayag sila. So, ako yung second batch. First batch si Governor
Santos.
Vilma Santos. Then, second batch ako. I went there twice in UP, took up local legislation and local finance. Then, I went to law school. I went to Arellano University School of Law. Then, in 2010, yung sinabi mo nga, I was sent by the US government through IBLP, International Business.
Pareho tayo.
Nag-IBLP ka?
I did IBLP also. So.
I was sent there through a scholarship program in 2010. Then,
so natapos mo ang pag-aaral mo?
Natapos ko. Tapos ngayon, di pa rin ako natigil. In fact, nung 2012, wala akong magawa nung Enero ng 2012, nag-apply ako sa Harvard. Wow. So nung nag-apply ako, fortunately, natanggap ako sa Harvard. So I went there in April. Nag-aral ako sa JFK School of Government.
Yeah, KSG.
LIC. Then recently, last December, I applied for Oxford University and I was accepted also. I'm going there on November this year.
But Vice, maybe you could share advice kasi they've been successful in entering politics, but there are others who might not be as successful.
So ano yung advice nyo and what can you say to your critics? Na hanggang ngayon, di ba, kina-question pa rin yung credibility nyo or yung sincerity nyo to serve the public just because nag-artista kayo?
For me?
Yes,
Kasi for me, para sa akin si Destiny, di ba, number one sa akin, inuuna ko si Lord. Kung talagang para sa'yo dahil maraming artista na gustong pumasok sa politika pero hindi na nanalo. Pero kami ni Vice Mayor talagang destiny namin na dito kami. That's why I sacrificed my career and nag-aral ako sa UP din, sa NCPAG, nag-aral din ako sa Australia, and then nag-aral din ako sa AIM. And then tayo binigyan ng award na Outstanding Board Member of 2010 mula sa PCSO Lingkod Bayan, and Outstanding Board Member 2011, the Top Brand Award. And my latest award is Outstanding Board Member of 2012 Presidential Medal and Plaque Award. So, isang malaking karangalan sa akin yun. And sabi ko, bakit ako napili nila? Ang dami namang mas mataas sa pinag-aralan sa akin. Bakit ako sa dami-daming board member? And sinasabi nila, nakita nila yung mga proyektong ginagawa ko, na hindi ako puro salita lang. Kumbaga, pinaparamdam ko sa tao na hindi ako isang Angelica Jones na napapanood yun sa TV. Na hindi ako isang Angelica Jones na nagpapatawa. Kundi sincere ako and seryoso ako na marami akong proyektong nagawa, lalo na sa pagdating sa family and youth and women sa Laguna.
Okay, Vice.
Well, tingin ko, compassion. The secret of everything. You may have knowledge or experience, but without compassion, yung malasakit sa kapwa.
Yes.
Ako kasi, yun ang laging nauuna sa akin. In fact, as you have asked kanina, di ba, kanina, ano ba naging ano? Wala lang. Sige, sali nga ako dyan. In return of my blessings. Yun lang ang nagtulak sa akin. So, now, when you're there, yun yung problema. Pag nandun ka na, you were given opportunity by God, to serve others. Kailangan you have to excel. Ang pag-artista sa pagpasok sa politika, mas maraming pwedeng offset. Kasi persistent yung issue, kasi general yung approach na kaming lahat ay walang alam. It may be true. It may be true. But, kaya nga pag nandoon ka na at napapabilang ka doon sa mga...
You have to show your worth.
Oo, yun nga. You have to show your worth. Na napapabilang ka, oo nga, hindi nga ako nakapag-aral. Sige, maaaring yan ang napupunan mo, pupunan ko yan. Then, dahan-dahan. It will take time, no? Honestly, meron kasi nanalo, tapos babanat kagad ng malaki.
Yeah.
Nanalo
So, you
na
take
ngayon.
it easy lang. Take it easy lang.
I mean, modesty aside.
Tsaka yung track record nyo, ang makapagsasabi kung ano yung
para naman magkaroon ka ng track record, it will take time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's why you have to be patient.
Yes.
You have to persevere.
Persevere.
Patience, and humble, and with all, this compassion thing na kailangan meron ka sa tao.
Okay,
Those are really good words
Yes.
to live by.
Yes. Thank you for your time. We've run out of time. Thank you to our guests, Vice Mayor Isko Moreno and Angelica Jones. Congratulations sa mga nagawa niyo and the citations you've received. Maraming salamat. Okay, Goyo, do you think Filipinos still vote based on popularity more than platforms? Binoboto pa ba sila dahil gwapo, maganda?
I think right now we're still at the stage where people still vote based on personality. We have to graduate, or we have to move to the next level where we vote based on policy and programs of government. Our two guests have shown that even if they're celebrities, they've shown their worth when they are in office. I think that's a good example for others to follow.
Okay. I think this should be a series, no? Since there are a lot of celebrities running this midterm polls, like we've mentioned earlier. Controversial ones are Aga Mulak,
and many more.
Annabel Rama, Jinky Pacquiao. Yes, we hope you tune in next time. Maybe we'll have them on the show. Thank you all for joining us tonight. Tune in again next week as we discuss and dissect election issues that matter to you. I'm Mai Rodriguez. This has been Elections 2013. Good night.